What is up, you guys? My name is Lucky. This is LuckyLadTV. I am your host for this video, and we're building a team around Gary. You obviously know Gary from the Wonder Trade Wednesday video that I did, which probably went up on Sunday or Monday. Speaking of which, I'm both recording these because I have the house to myself right now. I need to go upload Wonder Trade Wednesday Ganon Pork. Yeah, Gary, you know Gary. I don't know why I gave it 4 in special defense. It's not going to make a difference. If it gets hit by an ice type attack, it's dead. Unless, hold on. Okay, yeah, that makes a difference. Never mind. Alright, so Gary is double weak to ice. That's the only one that I'm really all that worried about. So, it's also weak to fairy and dragon. I get that. But a steel type. I just need a steel type. Steel. And we're in UU, so we will have plenty of options. And I really want you to be able to take a special hit. So I want a special wall that is a steel type. Immediately Empoleon jumps out. I may go with Empoleon. It depends on what else I find. However, Empoleon looks perfect. There's nothing wrong with it. I just want to see if I can find something better. I cannot. Empoleon it is. The great thing about Empoleon is that it learns Stealth Rock. So I can give it Stealth Rock. I would give it to Fog. I would love to, but I can't. Because it's a transfer Pokemon, and I don't know how to gen transfer Pokemon, and I even tried genning legendaries that you can catch in-game. Failed miserably. So, if you watched my Team Ganonpork, you know that I named my Torterra Next Mega. This one's going to be Next Mega 3. N-E-X-T space M-E-G-A space 3. Okay, yeah, Next Mega 3. If I had an Infernape on this team, it would be Next Mega 2. Because in the Dex, it goes Grass, Fire, Water. That's the only reason. And I'm going to give you the leftovers, as you are a special wall. I'm going to give you the Scald, the Flash Cannon. And do you learn anything good for coverage? You get Ice Beam, but you know, that's nothing special. You get the Toxic. You get Yawn, which is actually kind of cool. Huh. You know what? I'm going to come back. I don't really like doing this, but I will. I'm going to come back to it, see if anything sparks my interest. And just, yeah. So you're weak to ground and fighting and electric. A ghost type. Ground, fighting, and electric. Huh. There's like no overlap with that. Except for Gliscor. I could go with an Eevee like Gligar, which is that's a nice physical wall. I don't really want to though. Or I could just go with a flying type with Volt Absorb or something like that. Is there anything like that? Oh wait, I just realized that there is. Unless you're in the tiers and whatnot. Thunderous Therians and that sucks. Isn't BL? This team's UU. I don't know how BL actually works. So I'm not gonna risk it. I don't want to have an illegal poke on my team. I don't think that's cool. So, and I can't go with Zapdos. Zapdos was my first thought. Zapdos is in OU. I know that because I always want to use Zapdos because it's fat as crap. I could go with Rotom, but it's kind of unnecessary. Whatever. The ground, the electric immunity. Oh wait, I already have an electric immunity. What the fuck am I talking about? So I just need to resist fighting and ground, which means a ghost type with levitate, which is not difficult to find at all. Huh. Sometimes. Ghost type with Levitate. Can't go with Gengar, obviously. It's an OU. It's also not a wall. Miss Magius is a special wall, so I can't go with that. Wait, I can just go with a regular flying type. I am so... Okay, you guys... Like, I know that I sound like a complete moron. Bear with me. It should get better. Should. Flying type. There are very few flying types that do not suck, as some of you may or may not know. And very few of them are bulky, which is an issue. I could go with an Eviolite Togetic, but that's really a special wall. Back to the Gligar. The Gligar really would work. It fills all the holes that I need filled. I think I may have to go with it. The reason I'm not happy about it is because its move pool is lacking. I can give it the Aerial Ace, the knockoff, because, I mean, what does it get? It gets immunity. Actually, immunity might be nice so that it can't be whittled down. You learn Roost, I believe, which is kind of ridiculous. And you get the Earthquake. I know you get Earthquake. Alright, so this actually isn't as bad as I thought. Generally speaking, I'm not a fan of Eviolite Pokemon, just because if their item gets knocked off, they're screwed. So, I'm going to name you... I'm going to name you Little Cutie. Because my Gliscor is named Cuteness, because it's one of the most, like, horrifying designs. So I named it Cuteness because I'm weird. 248. Is that the same as 244? It is. Of course it is. Okay. 252. Give you all the defense. And then I'm going to give it to you in attack, just so that you hit a little bit harder with that knockoff, which is going to be nice. And also with that Aerial Ace. When you're playing by Smogon rules, you don't need Aerial Ace because you don't have to worry about your opponents having evasion. However, it is a flying stab move, but I'd actually be happier with Acrobatics, simply because if I do lose my Eviolite, I do want to be able to hit something with some power. So you're double weak to ice, but next Mega is double resistant to ice. Gary, however, is also double weak to ice, so I need another ice resistance, which is really stupid, because my team is going to look like it has a colossal ice weakness, and at the moment it does. So what else resists ice? I know ice resists ice. I'm going to go grab my phone because I have a type chart on there. Alright. Gallery. Studio. Type chart. Alright, ice is resisted by fire, ice, and steel. I already have steel and water type. I know I have two ground types, but they're really different. Like, they're really not... I really don't consider them a type overlap, even though they both have Earthquake. Earthquake is the best move in the game, so it doesn't really matter. Fire type. I can go with an Arcanine. I can get an Arcanine up in here. It is another ground weakness, though. However, we do have two ground immunities. We also have a rock immunity, and I'm running out of time. I will be right back. So, just in case you missed it, I'm definitely going to go with the Arcanine. It gives me a fire immunity, which is nice. The thing is, I want the fire immunity, simply because fire is a really good offensive type, and it's just going to be nice to have an immunity to it. I'm going to name you Slampuppy. Slampuppy. I'm going to make you Choice Banded. And I know that sounds kind of odd. I just wanted to make sure he wasn't already banned. It is going to be a bulky variant. It's not going to be focusing on speed, because it's not a sweeper. It's what I call a transition Pokemon. It transitions from my walls to my sweepers. Because then I can select a sweeper that it just can't be weak to whatever Slam Puppy is weak to. That's the only difference. And I'm going to make it male. Slam Puppy, I believe, is male. No, you're not shiny. I'm going to give you the Flare Blitz, the Extreme Speed. I'm going to give you the Close Combat, and I'm going to give you the Crunch, because I don't think I have Crunch. You do not. Alright. I know we have Knockoff over there. Well, what else do you... Go with the Iron Head, but we already have a Steel type. Yeah, Crunch. Actually, no. Wild Charge. Wild Charge. Just because it's a little more surprising. That. And we also... I'm not going to have an Electric type on the team. It would be another ground weakness, which I simply cannot have. Nor can I have any more ice weaknesses. I can have no more ground weaknesses and no more ice weaknesses. And fighting weaknesses actually aren't an issue right now. I only have one. So, now we're in our sweepers. I would like to get a Mega in here, just because UU is a really powerful and really variable tier. It's personally, I'd say it's my favorite, just because you're not an OU with all the bullshit, but you're not down in RU where you don't have enough variety. So, I would like to get a Mega in here. I'd also like to have some immunities, preferably. So, physical, special. So I need a special attacker with some speed and some power. And Espeon kind of jumps out at me. Espeon is very, very, very powerful. And if you slap a Scarf on it... Actually, no, you don't even need to slap a Scarf on it. If you put something like an Expert Belt on it, it will do a lot of damage to a lot of things. Hydreigon also works. It's a double fairy weakness. However, we do have 2 resistances, but we do have a weakness, so I will probably avoid that. We can go with a Kingdra. That's another fairy weakness. That one would, however, balance out. And it's a dragon weakness, but dragon I'm not all that worried about. I could go with a Lucario. That's a special Lucario, meaning. That's another fighting weakness, though, which I don't really want. It's not an issue, but I don't want it. Nidoking. That's a 3rd ground type. That's ridiculous. Let's see. What do we have available? I go with a Starmie or a Tentacruel. Those are more... I'd like something that can Rapid Spin, simply because I expect to run into hazards in UU. It's a hazardous tier. Okay, I know that was bad. Fortress could work. It's another physical wall though, which I really don't need. I need sweepers at this point. Donphan is a ground type, so no. But I would like it to have Rapid Spin if possible. If not, I can deal with hazards. Slampup is the only Pokemon that has an issue with it, because it takes 25%. Everybody else takes 12.5% or less. Let's see. I'm thinking the Espeon. I'm liking the idea of an Espeon. I'll give you the Psychic, the Dazzling Gleam, the Energy Ball, which... Oh, you don't want an Energy Ball. The Shadow Ball, and... What else could I give you? Because you're going to have the Expert Belt. You're going to be hitting things in the face with the power. I, of course, need to name you the Heated Mow. And Psychic, Dazzling Beam, Shadow Ball. I give you the hyper voice to hit things with the hyper voices. I give you the signal beam because we don't have any bug stuff on here. I think I'm actually going to go with the signal beam. I told you guys I can't talk today. Just because reasons. Yeah, 4 in the HP. I'm going to make you max speed, just so you can outspeed some things. And, yeah. Alright, so now we have one more Pokemon. Mo is weak to Ghost, Dark, and Bug. We have a Bug resistance. We do not have a Ghost or a Dark resistance. That, of course, means a Dark type. Let's see what we have available. Hydreigon. Again, jumps out. Hydreigon, it's a double fairy. It's another ice weakness, which, like I said, we cannot have. So, sorry, not an option. And I want it to be special. Special attacking. I really don't know what I could do. I could go with the Zoroark. Just to be... Oh, wait, that's another bug weakness we have covered, though. Slam Puppy resisted, I believe. But, yeah, Slam Puppy resisted. Next Mega resisted. Little Cutie resisted. We're fine. So, I think I'm going to go with the Zoroark. Because it's BL2 is UU and RU border. So, I'm going to go with the Zoroark. Just because it'll also give me some switch initiative, which is quite nice. Okay, you don't have Crunch. Good. Okay. You're going to have the Dark Pulse. What else? I'm going to give you U-Turn. That's the switch initiative of which I was speaking. You're going to be Focus Sash just because you can't take a hit. You're extremely frail. I'm going to name you Foxy and make you the Shinies. Max special attack. Because you are... Actually, no. Actually, yes. Another thing about it. Dark Pulse, U-Turn. What else do you get? You got the Flamethrower. Do I have any ice on this team yet? Like I said, I'd come back. Dark Pulse, U-Turn. What else am I going to give you? I can give you the Shadow Ball. We already have that. Not really necessary. You give you the Flamethrower. We already have that. Not really necessary. I think I'm going to go with the... Actually, I'm going to give Mo... No, I am going to give Foxy the Hyper Voice. Hyper Voice. And I'm going to give it... Don't need extra sensory. I'm probably going to go with the Flamethrower. Actually, no. I have to go with the Focus Blast. Because we don't have any fighting type coverage. Except for extreme speed. I mean, close combat, which I just realized, so I'm not going to go with Focus Blast. Like I said, logic. You have grass coverage on this team? We do not. So you're going to have the HP grass. This is not the correct IV spread for HP grass, just so you know. Alright, so this is our team. Feel free to pause and whatnot. I'm hitting my time limit right now. I'm going to get about. Best luck to you out there, and I'll see y'all soon. Goodbye.